It's been nearly 10 years since the smoking ban hit Wales in 2006. The AMs voted for the ban in 2003 to protect the public. In order to investigate the effects of the smoking ban in Britain, I'm going to visit the owner of the Canes Bar in Aberystwyth to see her thoughts on what has happened since the ban has taken place and why the pub industry itself has been in decline. Do you think the pub trade's gone down since 2006 smoking ban?
No, not at all. I think there's a bit of a myth surrounding the smoking ban. When the ban came in place, it was accepted unanimously. The ashtrays were put away the night before, and the following night, I believe it was a Friday night, so a busy night, everyone just went outside automatically. I think in the 9 years it's been in effect, I've only had one person light a cigarette in here, and that was simply just because they were drunk and they forgot.
I'm desperate to discover why this has happened to Britain. Before starting university, I used to work in a local pub in my hometown. All of my locals used to complain that if it weren't for the smoking ban being introduced, the industry would still be as busy today. The smoking ban has had a profound effect on Britain. The Institute of Economic Affairs said that a year after the smoking ban was introduced in England, 77% of licensees said that their trade had suffered as a result.
It really wasn't the most pleasant place to work when you could smoke, if I'm honest.
Did you not enjoy it? Did you not smoke with the customers?
Oh yeah, of course you smoked with the customers, but now you smoke with the customers and have a conversation. Before, you were just sort of fighting over ashtray space, and you never really got to speak to them one-on-one. And in a way it's much nicer because you build up more of a rapport with the customers. Pre-drinks and the supermarket battles of, you know, who can be the biggest supermarket chain. I'm a free house, which means I can buy from anywhere. I'm not tied to anyone. I can buy my alcohol from Morrison's or from my main brewery. Sometimes my main brewery cannot compete with Morrison's. So if they're putting loss-leading stock in, that's what's killing the managed houses where, say, a managed house, for people who don't know, you would pay £400 a week. Then the brewery tell you, you must buy this keg of lager off me for X amount, meaning that your lowest price is dictated to by them. That's the reason pubs are closing.
Little country pub about 5 miles out of town, very, very rural, very Welsh. Yeah, really nice little pub, yeah.
Was it busy at all?
It was busy, very busy with local farming community people really, and all locals. You wouldn't often, we wouldn't get out of town, out of the village really, no.
Well, would you say that it's a lot less busy now compared to what it was about 10 years ago?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of things have affected that. A lot of different factors come into that, yeah, but it is quieter.
Smoking ban could affect it at all?
I do think that the smoking ban did affect us there. Certainly, maybe perhaps not so much for town centre pubs, but for us out there it was an escape. For often, you know, men in particular, farming men would come in, you know, after their day at work, they'd sit down with a couple of pints, have a cigarette or a cigar, couple with a pipe as well. You know, it was their winding down.
So in your case, in your point of view, you think that the smoking ban was a factor?
I think it was definitely a factor for the out of town bar, yeah. A little guy who used to come in, he was very elderly, he'd lost his wife, he lived alone, and he used to walk 2 miles from his farm up to the pub every single day. He'd have his 2 pints of bitter, he'd make them last, but he would also bring up his little packet of cigarettes with him, you know, and he would also smoke them, and then he'd walk the 2 miles home then in the dark by himself. Once the smoking ban came in, he did stop coming because it was part of his routine. It's what he'd been doing for 20, 30 years, and I don't think it was the same for him after that.